This is the world this morning. It's December 30th, 2020 and I'm Shivani Singh. Let me tell you what's making headlines in your world. The EU-UK trade deals will be signed in Brussels today before being flown to London for Boris Johnson to sign. Downing Street said Royal Air Force plane will transport the international treaty accompanied by UK and EU officials. The UK Parliament is being recalled to vote on the agreement which sets the rule for new trade and security relationship. Both sides agreed that there will be no taxes on each other's goods when they cross borders. Secondly, there will be no limit on the amount of things that can be traded along with other important agreements. According to UK government advisor, a decisive national action is needed to prevent the spread of COVID-19 and prevent a disaster this new year. Professor Andrew Hayward suggested tougher measures may be necessary to deal with rising number of infections. Health Secretary Matt Hancock will announce any changes to England's tier restrictions on Wednesday. Hospitals in England are currently treating more COVID patients than at the peak of the first wave in April. US Vice President-elect Kamala Harris has received the first dose of Moderna COVID-19 vaccine on Tuesday.
I have now been vaccinated. As Joe likes to say, there's a big difference between the vaccine and vaccinations. I want to encourage everyone to get the vaccine. It is relatively painless, it happens really quickly, it is safe.
She received the vaccine live on television in Washington, D.C. She encouraged fellow Americans to get vaccinated. The US Food and Drug Administration has granted Pfizer-BioNTech and Moderna vaccine emergency use authorization. Both the vaccines show 95% efficacy rates. Ontario has reported 4,400 coronavirus cases and 78 deaths in past 2 days. The province has set a new single-day high on Tuesday with over 2,550 cases. Ontario's COVID-19 task force has asked Health Canada to look into the possibility of providing Moderna vaccine a single dose and not double. The province has set a new single-day high on Tuesday with over 2,550 cases. Ontario's COVID-19 task force has asked Health Canada to look into the possibility of providing Moderna vaccine as single dose and not double. This could help in containing the surge in the infections. Ecuador will participate in 3 clinical trials of a Chinese vaccine against COVID-19. Developed by Chinese pharmaceutical company in collaboration with the Institute of Microbiology of China, the trial will include upwards of 8,000 Ecuadorian volunteers. Health Minister Juan Carlos Ceballos expressed his hopes that the vaccine would prove effective against the 25 variations of COVID-19 which are prevalent in Ecuador. Philippines approves clinical trial for Johnson & Johnson's COVID-19 vaccine. With 470,650 active cases and 9,121 deaths, Philippines finally approved Johnson & Johnson pharmaceutical application to conduct a clinical trial of its coronavirus vaccine in the Southeast Asian nation. On Tuesday, the Food and Drug Administration Director General Eric Domingo said, "In next few weeks, we will be able to begin clinical trials." The Philippines has the second highest infections and deaths in Southeast Asia. Indian Health Ministry has said that all international passengers who have arrived India in the last 14 days will be subjected to genome sequencing if they are symptomatic and test positive for COVID-19. This decision has been taken after 6 passengers who came from UK tested positive for the mutant strain yesterday. 3 patients were in Bengaluru, 2 in Hyderabad and 1 in Pune. Their close contacts have also been put under quarantine. Contact tracing for co-travelers and family members have been initiated. Protesting Indian farmers have written to the centre. They have taken hard line on the agenda for the talk scheduled today. They have said that the discussion will only be on the modalities of repealing 3 legislations and giving legal guarantee on the MSP. The Sanyukt Kisan Morcha, a united farmers front which represents 40 farmer unions, wrote letter to the government ahead of the 6th round of the talk between the 2 sides. The number of journalists murdered in Central American countries is on a rise. The NGO Reporters Without Borders released a study this week releasing the rise of journalist killings in countries that are not at war, with Mexico and Honduras featuring prominently among the countries listed. In addition to the increase in number of killings, the report showed that in 2020, 84% of victims were deliberately chosen targets, which is a considerable increase from 63% in 2019. A Hong Kong teenager was imprisoned for 4 months for insulting China's national flag and unlawful assembly. Tony Chung, a 19-year-old boy, led a now disbanded pro-democracy group. He was convicted for throwing Chinese national flag on the ground outside Hong Kong's legislature. He is the first public figure to be prosecuted under national security law. The teen is also in record due to charges of money laundering and conspiring to publish seditious content. But that is all we have for you today. Thank you for watching Democracy News Live. See you again with more updates.